What's up, everybody? Pete the Hybrid Guy here, and today in this episode we are going to take a look at something that a lot of people ask me questions about, which is oil change intervals on Toyota Prius. So I'm going to give you a story. I'm going to write, or not write, but I'm going to explain the situation. I'm going to let you think about it for a second, and then we're going to talk about the situation. All right, this is how I know for certainty when to change my oil. All right, this is a key thing because people ask me, "Oh, should I change it at 3,000 miles or 5,000 miles or 10,000 miles?" Right? And really, the short answer to this is you can change it whenever you want to. It's what you're going to get out of that oil change that is really key to your pocketbook. Okay, so I am friends with a lot of different people in the automotive industry, and a friend of mine who owns a pretty prestigious shop, I was having a discussion with him about engine oil, and he laughed at me initially and he said, "Oh, the engine oil debate. Let's get into it. What do we know here?" And I said, "Okay, well, Jeremy, tell me what you know, because obviously you know something I don't. When do you change your oil? Do you do it by engine hours? Do you do it by mileage? Do you do it by season? Is this something that you do annually? What do you do here?" And he said, "Well, let me give you a scenario and you tell me what you think," which is where I got this particular help story, right? This is where I got this story from. So Jeremy says, "At the shop, we have a fleet of government vehicles. Now, where I'm at in Washington State, those government vehicles work for the nuclear power plant, which is Hanford, and so they come into Jeremy's shop because that's the closest shop to the nuclear site to get serviced. So there's two vans that come in for regular maintenance, and when they were in for maintenance, what they do is they do oil sampling because the government likes to see how their money's being spent. And we could talk all day about how government funds get spent this way and that, but we're not here to have a political debate. We're here to have oil change debate, right? So two vans come in. They have nearly the same route. They drive nearly the same amount of miles. All right, but van one comes in with fewer miles, and they send the oil sample off to get tested, and it comes back and it's horribly filthy. Like, this engine oil needs to be changed right now. So I said, okay, it's less than the oil change interval, but we'll go ahead and we'll change it. Well, the second van had its oil come back and sampled, and it was clean, and it had more miles, and significantly more miles on the van number two than number one did. But the oil was still in a very usable range, still according to the sampling. All the numbers and everything were good. And this drew a huge question into Jeremy's mind, and he being the very inquisitive person that he is, he and his technicians set out to work to find out why van 2 with more miles had better quality oil than van 1. So first what they did is they got into the engine's computer and they looked at the engine hours from van 1 versus van 2. And van 1 had significantly less engine hours than van 2 did. And so this was an even bigger mystery. So van 1 had less miles, less engine hours, but the engine oil was terribly, terribly filthy, right? And they looked at van 2, which had more engine hours, more miles, and the engine oil was much cleaner. What's going on here? It's all in how engine oil functions at peak operating range. And this is why I can never say change your oil at X amount of miles. It's dependent on how your car is being used. So for instance, if your Prius sees highway miles and that oil is always in that peak operating range where it stays warm, and that's where it's going to wear the least. That's where all the additives and everything that's in your engine oil are going to see the least amount of wear. When your vehicle goes from start to stop, start to stop, start to stop, like our Prius does, the engine oil breaks down faster. It causes carbon to get plugged up on the ringlands, right? And this is one of the reasons that oil consumption is so high on Prius is because of the continual stop-start. But the amazing thing is here, let's say that you and your neighbor had the exact same Prius, but you drove highway miles and they drove in town only. I can guarantee you that if you were to take oil samples at the same time and send them off to a lab, one of your neighbor's, short trip and short driving patterns, that engine oil would be brutally beaten and yours would not be. It's because of that peak operating temperature that keeps our oil working and flowing and doing everything in its operating range. That's why your engine oil will last longer. So to answer your question, when should I change my engine oil? Most people do not do oil sampling, but if you want to know for sure when you want to change it, you need to send a sample off to a company, an oil analyzing company, and they will tell you, here's your chart numbers, here's this, here's that, here's what you need to do, right? It'll give you those particular numbers. So I had a nice lady ask me a question. Well, I drive my car less than 3,000 miles every year. When should I change my oil? Change it once a year. The reason is whether engine oil is being used or not used, it still gets wear on it continually, right? It doesn't have an infinite shelf life. So if you're doing very short trips annually, get it changed once a year if you're less than the manufacturer's recommendation. Okay, the key here to knowing when your oil should be changed is knowing what the base numbers of your oil actually are. Okay, so some of you are probably asking, well, I go to Jiffy Lube and they tell me 3,000 miles, and I go to Walmart and they tell me 5,000 miles, or I go to this place and they say this and this and that. The Toyota dealer says 10,000 miles. Who do I really believe? These numbers, mileage-based numbers, are set forth by the manufacturer because they don't want to tell you, oh, we know for sure that you can go this many miles and you're never going to have a problem, right? They would have all sorts of warranty claims. Now, if Toyota says you can go 10,000 miles on an oil change and you're going 10,000 miles every oil change and then you have an engine problem, guess who's going to help warranty that problem? Toyota's going to. Why? Because you've hit the recommendation marks as per their request, right? This is how you play the warranty game when it comes to engines and oil-related failures. You've got to play and be able to document the precise time that you had these oil changes done, okay? So, other things that people ask me, well, what kind of oil do I need to put in my vehicle? I will tell you that if you use a good filter, all right, none of these $2 and $3 filters. If you use a good filter, that means the medium inside has a lot of pleats, and it's either a very hardy cellulose fiber based or a synthetic based filter. Those are going to do best for you. Okay, the more pleats or the more little wafers inside of your filter, the better that filter can actually work and keep contaminants out. The synthetic ones are better in my opinion because they have a synthetic material which filters better, and they are also wire backed, so they don't crush and mold and collapse under driving conditions, where cellulose ones will, because there are bits of water that get inside our engines, and that water will circulate through a cellulose filter and it will cause it to collapse and crunch under pressure. Okay, so we want to have a good strong filter in there. As far as engine oil is concerned, you want to find an oil that has the right additives for what the output is. For instance, if you look at Castrol SynPower with anti-sludge features, that has a high detergent level content in it that's going to help your engine reduce sludge. Okay, Valvoline SynPower with 4 times better wear protection than Mobil 1. It's going to have a higher anti-wear additive. Okay, all of these oils sell you something, and it's up to you, the consumer, to determine what that something is, because they will never tell you, and then decide, oh, well, I like this one better versus this one. Well, why do you? It's because each oil company has their own proprietary blend of additives that they are putting in these oils, and then they are very nicely selling them to you as X level of protection or anti this, or or whatever, high mileage, right? It's all a bunch of marketing gimmicks. When it comes down to it, get a good filter, get oil that is API standard for your Prius, and run with it. If you're very concerned about oil consumption, get your oil sampled every 3 to 5,000 miles, okay, and see where those base numbers are at in the oil. It will save you money, it will save you time, it will help your engine stay healthy. Those are the best things that I can tell you. If you have any further questions on this, or you want to have a further discussion on engine oil, which I'm more than welcome, I welcome that all the time. We can definitely talk about it. Drop a link in the not drop a link in the description below. I'm going to leave links in the description below of what I use on my Prius. Leave me a comment. Tell me, hey, I have this specific question. Let's talk about it. Let's have an open discussion about engine oil, and let's make sure that you are putting what is required for your Prius to operate and function properly and give you that high mileage. Thanks so much for watching today. I certainly appreciate everybody that likes and follows. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so I can keep pumping out awesome content for you. I look forward to hearing from you, and thanks a bunch. We'll see you later.